Alright, welcome back to TECHNOBABBLE. So I've learned a few things since I got the M.2 drive for my PlayStation 5, digging around online and in the system menus. And one astonishing takeaway is something I really hadn't considered, and that is the NVMe drives you can add can actually be faster than the internal storage of the PlayStation 5. Well, at least from what I've read on the internet, and read on about websites that claim to have done testing. Unfortunately, I don't have any way to test and only have the one PS5, so I don't really want to tear it apart. So I'm taking this information with my own grain of salt and encourage you to do the same. On that note, I had taken the M.2 NVMe requirements Sony lists on their site to mean that the 5500 megabit per second read writes on the M.2 was the lowest the PlayStation required, just because of the specs and features they wanted to hit in games. But according to these sites, it turns out that no, 5500 megabits per second is the exact speed of the internal storage of the PS5. It does make sense in a way that because the PS5 is targeting the 5500 megabits per second, and that's what game developers would also target, and that third-party M.2s having the capabilities of being faster would make the console faster. Just not always. Because the way I understand it is that the manufacturing process of any computer chips, including those on M.2 drives, isn't perfect. It's something to do with the silicon in the chips. When they make them, they can't always guarantee that the drives will be a specific speed. So when you're looking for M.2s, the manufacturers target speeds and advertise them between X amount and Y amount, and you kind of get what you get. All this, and I'm just trying to say, it blows my mind that you can actually potentially make the PlayStation 5 faster by adding an M.2 NVMe drive, and your PlayStation games might run faster from that added drive. Now, onto the thing that I noticed while digging around in the PS5 storage menu, which I hadn't really done much of until now. I haven't had any reason. Anyway, I noticed a section called USB Extended Storage where it explains that using an external USB drive is perfectly fine for storing PlayStation 5 games, and that it is faster to transfer them than to re-download them, even though you won't be able to play them. This won't mean much to any new viewers, but to people who may have watched my Xbox Series X storage video or been in those comments, you'll know that I got a little bit of grief from a few people saying that a USB hard drive is useless on the Xbox Series X, while Sony is straight up telling you that on their own console, in their own settings, that it's a good way to store PlayStation 5 games. I may not have done the best about explaining it, but I never expected that video to take off anyway. It was a re-upload from back when it was just on the gaming channel like a year previous. Sony's note is exactly the same reasoning behind why I chose a hard drive for the Series X, and exactly what I was trying to explain in my Xbox storage video. I find that to be incredibly ironic and massively entertaining, and kind of wish I had seen the note, instructions, guidance, whatever you want to call it, from Sony about USB storage sooner. Would have made for good rebuttal. Anyway, that's really pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to share these notes and thoughts to follow up the PS5 storage video. If you want to talk about it or have any questions, I tend to check the comments probably too often. Thanks for watching and hanging out, and if you liked the video, remember to hit like, subscribe, and all that. Hope everyone is doing well and has a happy Thanksgiving if you're into that sort of thing. Hope to catch you in the next one, and remember to be safe and be good.